And finally, I arrived at the new location. So I was sent from Friedrichshain, Kreuzberg Hostel. The social worker decided to send me to a completely different neighborhood. So I had to travel there. And I traveled by bike. And I borrowed a bike and I just arrived here. And it was a really long delay waiting outside, trying to be seen and trying to get a place to stay. But eventually I made it through and I managed to get a shared accommodation. So it is a completely different system here. And in a previous place there were a lot of Germans. And yeah, I mean, I was able to practice my German a lot more. And what I noticed here, there are not really Germans around, so they send me to a place where there are international people looking for accommodation. It's very much for people in very temporary situations that are on the move or are trying to find a place for short term. Or I even heard that there are some post-COVID patients, or even in the past there were people that were staying here, they were in quarantine as well. So yeah, they sent me to that place, which is a completely different reality. It's a lot tougher, and there are not really places to pretty much do anything, just sleep and have breakfast and dinner, and that's about it. So I felt that there was a very strange location to send me, obviously, because I was very clear with the social worker that I really wanted to improve my German. And so yeah, the previous social worker didn't really put this in consideration, sending me to a place where it would be really good for my German, right? But they decided to send me to a place where people pretty much speak English, but it is not really a problem. I already know that the system is trying to make my life even more difficult when I'm trying to even learn in a difficult situation. They will not going to cooperate and send me to a place where it's going to be nice and good for my future. Let's put it that way. I already know that. But bear in mind that I arrived in shared accommodation room, and that this man is there who is super kind and super wise and super knowledgeable. So we had a really long chat in English about so many different topics: economics, politics, racism, German racism, and obviously I find Germany the most racist country in the world. But he obviously has different opinions than I have, and so it was really interesting to share experiences about our lives. And obviously he's from Asia, so we share common ideologies and kindness and religion, and so it was super interesting. So I'm very blessed and lucky that I got into that room with that super wise man. So yes, the situation in this place, which I'm not going to show you much at the moment, I will show you my bed soon. You're gonna see where I'm sleeping. That's going to be about it. And yeah, one of them I got to know, the other one I didn't really see very well because he arrived really late. But hopefully today I'm going to get to know him, or even on a weekend. The place is, I would say, not that safe, because people were warning me about incidents that happened there. Phone got stolen, things got missing. I mean, bear in mind that I just arrived, right? I just spoken with a couple of people, maybe 6 or 7 people, maybe even 8 people, different people, within the period of less than 24 hours. So with that short amount of time, I already got to hear so many different stories about security issues. It really made me get a little bit concerned about my passport, about my phone, and about this camera that I'm filming right now. But I'm not really scared of anyone that, you know what I mean? I am a warrior, and I grew up in different environments. Yeah, I was born in a rough environment as well in Brazil, and I grew up in the UK, and it was not always that easy. And hostels, and I already lived in shared accommodation in India, in Brazil, in the UK, in Spain, in France, in a lot of countries. So I'm very experienced in that sense in sharing space with people. So I'm not really concerned about my security, but yeah, obviously I have to keep an eye on things, and it's just not one of the nicest and safest places that I've been to in Germany. But in my room, everything seems to be under control, and so I'm kind of blessed because I got in the right place. Now I'm trying to figure things out. It's my first morning here, so very soon I'm getting a breakfast in the place, so they are serving a breakfast. And bear in mind that I had dinner last night and didn't really feel sick as in the previous place, so which is a really good sign. There was a vegetarian lasagna, it was super delicious, and there were a lot of salads and desserts. I mean, there's not really a lack of food, that's what I have to say. There is food, which is really good. But what I really miss right now is structure. So there is not a place where we can study or prepare for a job interview, for instance. There is not a place where we can hang out and just organize our lives. And there's not really at the moment a prevention system or some guidance on what happens to me next. So there is nothing that is trying to prepare us to get out of this situation. And in fact, all the questions that I've got from all social workers here, or I'm not even sure if they are all social workers, but from the people who are working, is, do I really want to stay in Germany? They are really concerned that I want to stay here. They don't see me as a part of Germany. They are concerned about asking if I really want to stay here. So I'm not really sure if they are going to give me the preparation, the support, the training, or even the German language training or lessons. At the moment, maybe it's early days, but there is not really at the moment a plan to prepare and to support us on integrate and finding good opportunities, job, and a place to live next after this place, which is a temporary accommodation, is a shelter. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because everything is very much, yes, we got a badge for you, but we need much more than a badge, right? We need assistance, we need support, we need guidance, we need opportunities, we need job opportunities, we need a environment to live after here. Yes, we are part of the system, we are part of Germany. We don't want to hear questions like, do you want to stay in Germany? This is an inappropriate question. We need more from the German government, because just giving a shelter with beds and food is not sufficient for us to progress and integrate into the German society. The government has money, the government has resources, so I know that it can do much more to help us to integrate and to find more opportunities and to help us to progress in this society.